Hello guys! Look, this is a sentence. Yes, very good. And for a sentence, we need subject, verb, and complement. The subject is the people, animals, or objects that do the action. The subject could be a pronoun, for example, I, you, we, or they, or a noun. For example, in the case of we, sería lo mismo que decir Lisa and I. Hacemos un we. My mother and I. They, remember when you are not included in the group, no se incluyen en el grupo. For example, Lisa and Lucas, my parents, the cat, etc. Here, Julia and Mike play football every day. What is the subject? Yes, Julia and Mike. They together, ellos juntos forman they. The next, my mother and I cook in the morning. What is the subject? Yes, my mother and I, or we. I don't listen to rock. The subject, I. Very good. So as you can see, the subject is always, siempre está antes de la acción o del verbo. Now the verb. The verb is the word that expresses the action. For example, my parents cook together on Sundays. What is the verb? Yes, cook. You do the homework in the morning. What is the verb? Do. Yes, the verb comes after, viene después, comes after the subject. There are many verbs or actions, for example, dance, eat, study, sleep, and more. Finally, the complement. It's a word or a phrase that comes after the verb and completes the meaning of the action. Viene después del verbo y completa el sentido de la oración, el sentido del verbo. For example, you study at home. You is my subject, study is my action, my verb, and at home is the complement. Now, for writing, follow these steps. Start with a capital letter. Number 2, the subject, que es quien realiza la acción. Number 3, the verb or the action. Number 4, the complement, el resto de la oración. And number 5, period, el punto final. Example, I study English every day. I, empieza con mayúscula, is the subject. Study is my verb. English every day is my complement. You like vegetables. My friends play video games. Now guys, the challenge. Part 8. Identify the subject, verb, and complement in the sentences and write them in the chart. For example, parents love their children. What is the subject? Parents. Love is the verb, and the rest, el resto de la oración, their children, is the complement. Continue with the others. In part B, you have negative sentences and you have to identify subject, auxiliary for the negative, verb, and the complement. For example, I don't go out with friends. The subject, I. Very good. The auxiliary, don't. The verb, go out, and the complement with friends. Now you continue with the others. Finally, in part C, put the words in order and form the sentences. Remember, you have to start with the capital letter, inician con mayúscula, the subject, the verb, the complement, and the period. Well, students, the class is over, and remember, English is fun!